This is a story which is of critical importance, viewers. For the first time on national TV, Times Now exposes sexual terrorism. Yes, sexual terrorism, unimpeachable visual evidence is with us. Terrorists in Kashmir, now sponsored by Pakistan, are armed to unleash sexual terror on the innocents of Kashmir. And I'm talking about young men, women, the youth is being brutalized and exploited by a new brand of terror. Yes, viewers, from a hideout, and I want to go across to Pradeep Datta, from a hideout in Kashmir, unimaginable material has been recovered. Abortion kits, condoms, Viagra, contraceptive pills, caches running into hundreds have been recovered. Pornographic material has been recovered. Abortion kits have been recovered. Why would terrorists require these? Because, viewers, just like the wretched of the earth, the scum of the earth called the ISIS did in Syria by taking sexual slaves, a whole brigade of terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir that I exalted to the skies and praised are today resorting to these kind of depraved activities. They are taking young girls, slaves, raping them, molesting them, exploiting them, and then giving them all sorts of pills so that their crimes are covered. And we have the deposition of one such young, brave lady who has decided to speak. She spoke some time ago. Listen to her and listen also to the words of her father, who is a broken man today. Listen first to this lady.
जबरदस्ती गया, मार देते आई, मालिश देते आई, मार देते आई, बाई देते आई, सारन देते आई, गन पॉइंट पे गया. मैं उस तनवीर से खानदर कर तमिस दिख मार हिस्स फारकती जबरदस्ती पत कर नीस बह तुल माल बेमार हस्पताल दाखिल तमिस दिते आई मार हकमें लस वन बीम लोग निवान जबरदस्ती नेसम शुर दुशम शुर.
हमने तो इसको शादी किया था तनवीर के साथ, फिर दाऊद ने ज़बरदस्ती हमारी लड़की ले लिया, हमको मारपीट करके ले लिया हमारी लड़की. हमने पूछा इधर से उधर से मारता था, जब उसने गान दिखाई तो गान के साथ ही मारा भी. फिर हम क्या करते थे, उसने उठाया लड़की ले लिया. उसी वजह से मुझे ऑपरेशन भी आया. नहीं ये मिलिटेंट नहीं, ये कुछ नहीं, ये साथ किसी को देती है नहीं कुछ. इसको भी मारता था, जो बोलता था वही करती थी.
दाऊद आपके पास आता था?
नहीं आता था. अगर हम लड़की को नहीं पकड़ेंगे तो बोलता है इसको नहीं पकड़ेंगे मैं मारूंगा. वो डर से हम इसको पकड़ते थे. आता था लेने के लिए, रखते था किसी वक्त अपने घर.
We knew a large number of these so-called martyrs for the cause were drug addicts. We knew that they were gun running. We knew that they were being funded by Pakistan. What we didn't know was that they were turning upon the innocents of Kashmir, these little cowards. These little cowards. I want to come across to you, Pradeep. Viagra pills. Viagra pills are being used. Condoms have been recovered. Contraceptive pills, abortion kits. What's going on?
See, Rahul, all these things that has been recovered from one of the hideouts in Shopian a few days back, in fact, that blows the lid of that horrific correlation between the jihad and sex terrorism. And we have seen that over the period of time, that how sexual exploitation is used as a tool by these jihadis, not only to intimidate, harass, frighten, and also tell these women to follow their diktat. If they do not follow their diktat, they rape them. That has been happening in Kashmir Valley for quite some time. See, they picked up the gun. They said that they are taken the path of jihad to to only be in Jannat. But the question arises, why nobody from the civil society or the journalists in Kashmir Valley or anybody else has been asking them, why you people are making the life of the women hell in Kashmir Valley? No doubt if you want to go to jihad, fine. But why you're making their life hell? But now what is happening is the one positive sign is that though some of the women are not coming out and speaking out against these people because of the fear of gun, but yes, certain women have started taking revenge. There had been some of the cases where these Pakistani terrorists got killed in security force encounter. Reason being that they had been providing information. We had the case of Abu Dujana.
Well, let's not name any of these people, Pradeep. I think we should not do that. Let's not even name or even refer to the cases, because the scum of this earth will go and terrorize the brave young women who are today standing up and saying it's not the army. Save us from these so-called leading lights of some great intifada. That's the truth. And I want to go across to Babar Qadri. Dr. Anand Ranganathan is also with us. Nishant Verma, Ashok Pandit, GVL Narasimha Rao. I want to bring you in, Babar Qadri. Today, I'm sure today you will condemn these so-called maths teachers, poets, sons of the soil that you believe are fighting the just cause. Does fighting the just cause mean, sir, waging sexual terror on those that are the most vulnerable? Is that what this is?
Rahul, may I answer?
Please.
Rahul, first of all, let's condemn this, what has happened, if it is true.
No doubt about it.
Second, don't put your words into my mouth that I support violence. I do not support violence.
Good.
Third. My question is, who didn't commit such crimes in this conflict? Everybody did. You seen in 1990s, Kunan Pochpora, army was accused.
Right.
2006, bureaucrats was in sex scandal, they were accused. 2009, police in double murder Shopaya, police was accused. And now militants are accused. Everybody is trying to fish in troubled waters. That's
everyone
why
is fishing in time. And what is the fish that you're talking about that they are trying to... Have you heard this, man?
And, reconciliation.
India, are you hearing this, man? I don't need to put words in your mouth, sir. You are spitting out ineffable sentiments. I don't need to hear justifying the rape, the sexual exploitation of Kashmiri women by suggesting that everybody... Are you today, sir, in your senses?
You want to keep mum.
Have I ever heard you say today that the sons of the soil are actually reaping? Have I heard you say, sir, that the sons of the soil that you eulogize, that you want memorials constructed for, are actually reaping? One second. Have I heard you?
The militants are sons of the soil, the way policemen are.
Oh, I see. So the militants are the sons of the soil. These terrorists who are rapists are today caught in a conflict, so that entitles them to rape and sexually enslave Kashmiri women. You sick man? Where have you come out from?
But I do not want to justify their crimes.
I'm glad you don't, because I've realized, sir, that you are drawing such an odious false equivalence here. Dr. Ranganathan, will you try to explain to this Neanderthal what he's saying tonight?
I'd rather not, Rahul, but it has to be said that Kashmir has been turned into a snakes and ladder game. And as I said, the ladders are provided by Pakistan and the snakes by Indians. And some of those snakes are there right now on the panel. In fact, the latter set the board down for the snakes and ladder game, which their progenies have been playing ever since, making sure Kashmir is bubbling in ever-present communal bigotry, ethnic cleansing, terrorism, and religious fanaticism don't enter the India narrative.
In this panel, except you.
Now,
okay, shut him down. No one spoke over you, Babar Qadri.
You are the only one. You are the only one who's taken the उड़ता तीर, Babar Qadri. I wonder why. बाकी सारे चुप हैं. आप ही चिल्ला रहे हो कि मैं snake नहीं हूँ. That itself explains it. But Rahul, as I was saying, to turn serious, you are a Kashmiri Pandit, Rahul. You remember the nights of Jan 19, 1990, when such slogans were shouted from the tops of mosques, ki Kashmiri Pandits, you go, leave your Kashmiri women here. These are tactics that have been employed for 30 years. And of course, Pakistan is a major reason for the present condition of Kashmir. But, permit me to also question the weakness and intent of our governments past and present. Only in India can one sit back and allow 5 lakh Indians to be driven out of their own land. Pakistan or no Pakistan, I don't care. The hard and horrid truth is, Rahul, that this nation hears complaints through the barrel of a gun and not the ink of a pen. Let me ask all those who cushion Maoism and Naxalism when they say that the gun-wielding Naxals are only fighting for their rights. Do they also support the Kashmiri Pandits when they pick up the gun and then fight for their rights? And if not, why not? For me, there is one non-negotiable. And I repeat, that Indians cannot be refugees in their own land. But they have been for 30 years. Why? Because they're Hindus. We can no longer allow this to happen.
Yes, I'm a Kashmiri Hindu. I know the histories. Ashok Pandit is here with us. This is not new. But what is new is the sexual enslavement of young women. This is a new Rubicon that is being crossed into depravity. Ashok Pandit, this must be called out by everybody, including the Muftis, the Abdullahs, anyone that has a conscience.
Rahul, for me it's not new. Since the year 1989, late 89, when the terrorism started, these terrorists, when they went into the business of terrorism, along with the local political parties, the terrorists started picking up women from their homes. They tried with the Kashmiri Hindu women. They tried to force Kashmiri Muslim women, and they tried to do that with the Sikhs also. All the unarmed people there, and they tried to threaten them. Women were picked up from their homes. They used to enter the house and tell the father or the parents that this is the girl we are going to take, and they used to get married forcefully. They exploited women. They exploited young women, young girls who were studying in colleges, who were married women, and because they had that entire arrogance of power, they had that arrogance of terrorists, arrogance of that gun in their hand. They exploited women there, and all these details which are showing on the channel today. Thank you very much, Rahul. This is a part of business of terrorism in Kashmir. That's what they did for 30 years.
Okay.
That's what they did continuously.
Ashok Pandit, I'm glad that you are speaking openly. I want to bring in Member of Parliament GVL Narasimha Rao. I only have one request to you, sir. In the next session of Parliament, please put a question to the Minister of Home Affairs asking him to list the sexual crimes against Kashmiri women by not only these terrorists, but also, sir, also their sympathizers. For far too long, a group of people have been allowed to get away suggesting that, you see, it's only the army, the great occupying force that does all of this. All of this other depravity has been brushed under the carpet because the individuals who have done it have been held up as the leaders of some big intifada in Kashmir. I would want you, sir, to put a question. Let's get the answer. Let's expose them.
No, Rahul, first of all, compliments to you for bringing out such a horrendous fact, how terrorists have been enslaving, how they have been terrorizing for their sexual pleasure. I think it gives a completely a new dimension. While some people, like what Ashok Pandit says, may have heard of such things, but you have put out certain accounts from women themselves who have been subject to such cruelty. We've seen how over the last few months, we've seen how these so-called people fighting for Kashmiris, how they have been engaging in money laundering, how they have sold their soul to Pakistan, how they have made it a big cottage industry, and how they have now used it for their sexual pleasure. I think we need to, the champions of these, champions and apologists of these terrorists, I think they should also get exposed. I want them to come out. They will only come out when a terrorist is killed.
I want to hear today.
When their depravity is exposed, they must come out and speak about it.
I want to hear today all of those who call these individuals sons of the soil, if they still think that these actions represent those that have the best interests of Kashmir in their heart and their minds. I doubt it, viewers. I doubt it. I know that none of these individuals will come out. You will not hear a tweet from them. You will not see a tweet and hear a word from them. You can take it from me in writing.